guys doing today? I hope amazing. So we're back with Planet Toulan. It's right before the weekend type slash adventure that will be coming up. Of course, I don't stream on the weekends, but we do a lot of, just adventuring. So let me make sure I have ammo on me right now before we start doing anything. That's probably enough, but let's just check. Okay, yep, we got enough ammo. Real quick, I'm going to get chat up. Today I'm going to be showing you the low-level mobs you can hunt on this planet. There's a bunch of daily skill missions and stuff. Getting a bunch of skills for a little bit of ped is actually always super nice to have happening. Um, I will be on this weekend. I just won't be streaming, just so you guys know. Real quick, you know what I am going to do? I'm going to grab a little bit of ammunition just in case. Let's say we're going to get 50 ped, 50, yeah, 67, 75 ped. That's a super random number, right? And then let's grab a couple skill pills. I don't know if I'll need both of them, but we will need a little bit. By the way, I hope you guys are having a great day. Pretty sure I did grab those. Yep. I'm having an awesome day. We're going to grab our skill missions. The ones we're doing is the Mocot Daily. I'm going to grab this one even though I don't think I'm actually doing that one. Grab that, grab that. Obviously, we're going to go right outside the village right here. Guys, tree cutting. That guy's a smart man right there. I hope you guys are just kicking butt. So, for the Mocot Daily and the Dahar Daily, we're going to be right here. Fire's right there. Okay, real quick, we're going to start off by knocking out some of these. Hold on one second. Let me get these out of the way. I'll pull up this. Okay, so dailies. We've got the Dahal, blah, blah, blah. Let me double check. That's Dahar. I'm wrong on that. Let's just get the right one. Dahar. Looks like we have another one that's oh, I'm almost there on that one. Let's make sure we get that out of the way. We want our tabs, of course. And the Macots. Do we have Macots on here? Yeah, want that for sure. And real quick, I'm going to come up and I'm going to fly up onto the hill. I can't remember which creature it is. Hey! Electric Dust, how you doing? And thank you very much for all the channel support. Are you on planet right now? Because I can just get you that. Let me write this down in case you aren't. Are you on planet Electric Dust? Is that your name too in game? Let me find this out real quick. I hope you're doing amazing, by the way. Let me find you. Is your name Electric in game? Oh, well, I have to spell it right. Well, we'll go to the user registry. We must not be friends yet. We need to be friends. I mean, we don't have to be, but I do like it when we are friends. Well, that's definitely incorrect. Oh, Sandy Sweet. Okay, that's going to be easier to look you up under your real name. I hope you're having or Sandra Sweet. Changing your name on you. Sandra Sweetie. Boom. Are you going to be on in a little bit? Oh, it's okay. I'm going to be on this planet this weekend, on and off. I'm going to send you a friend request so you can easily get a hold of me. I don't want to accidentally have it where you don't get your stuff. Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. Like, boom. There. Got that pulled aside. Okay, when you jump on, would you message me? And we'll get you your thing. Let me write down your real name real quick. I want to thank you very much. Your channel support really does mean a ton to me, you guys. Okay, got you written down. Okay, real quick, I'll fly up here. Hey, Peruch, and hello, Snow Angel. I mean, did I just change your name? Anger, Snow Anger. Why do I keep calling you Angel? It's because you have that teddy bear head on right there somewhere. Somebody does. Ooh, I'm a mess today. Look at that. Okay, this is what I'm hunting. Quaffs. Quaffs. I just clicked the wrong button again. I am doing some wrong button clicking. Okay. I just got back home. I did make myself some lemon tea, or not lemon tea, lemon lime water. Peruch, I hope you guys are all having a great day, by the way. Let's get this, they're trying to hide from me. Poop. My camera is, of course, exactly where I have to see to do anything. I don't know why I put it there. I thought it was the best angle at the time to catch me, but you know, then we're constantly fighting this stuff. Okay, boom, we've landed. We're about to whip the crap out of these guys. So for these guys, I'm going to use my level 3 repairable nano chip that's going to be tier 2 event. Ooh, that might be overkill, guys. Might not have been the right zappity zippity. We'll just do this because we want to hurry on these guys anyway, so we can get on to the other dudes. I'm just throwing fireballs in random locations at this point, right? So it's been a super smooth, nice day for me today so far. I think one of my friends is actually going to sell their business, which was fascinating. I don't know how that's going for them yet, but I do know that they're super excited about it. They've been running a pretty aggressive business for like years, so I'm excited for them, of course. I'm always excited to see somebody wrapping up something that they do. Okay, yeah, we're doing this. Boom. This is gonna go fast. We're gonna have these skills in hand. And so, I don't know how much they're selling it for. I didn't ask that part. I'm pretty sure it's a large amount though. So they'll be bored out their mind. Last friend of mine that sold their business was a dude named Cole. Super nice guy. He owned a coffee roaster slash and coffee shop. And I'm gonna let you know, he sold it for a good amount. Now he still hasn't decided what he's doing yet. I mean, it's only been a couple months, and he sold it for a really lot of money. But um, he at one point was gonna do real estate. I'm not sure if he's still wanting to do real estate. We just got the daily done. Oh, yeah. This. Oh, this is the CUHF ones. Okay, so I'm already done with that daily. I would have to be in CUHF for that. Okay, so we'll just kill a few more of these and then I'll jump on to the next animal. This is how we fly through these dailies, you guys. I'm gonna tell you, honestly, guys, at this point, I'm starting to think that there's more money in just selling your business that you started than actually just running your business. And I'm not trying to, you know, discourage any of you guys that are planning on starting businesses or anything. But legitimately, um, you gotta work your butt off while you're running your business. Everybody I know that's just selling their businesses, they seem to be like flesh or flush in cash, like to a greater degree than when they were running their businesses, and they don't even have to deal with anything anymore because they sold. I mean, now they got to figure out what they're doing with the rest of their life, so that is, you know, still something they're having to do, but honestly, super exciting. Okay, I'm going to see if I have codex is almost done on any of these creatures. The quaffs, how many would I have to do? I'm going to track this just so we can figure out how many we'd have to do. We have 51.3, right? Or 51.4. I don't know why it lied to me on that. It's okay. Tomorrow, super excited about writing for tomorrow, you guys. Now, I'm going to let you know, King Ads suggested a book to me the other day. I know, right? You guys are shocked. Um, and it ended up being super good. It's not what I'm writing exactly at all. But then what happened is it suggested some stuff from the author. And I'm going to tell you what, that author is a super, super nice author. And like, they literally have whole videos trying to help people write books. Like, hey, this is how I do it. And it happens to be an author I didn't follow. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to suggest this author to you guys too. Hold on one second. I'm going to have to pull it up in 1 second. I'm just clearing some dudes out of the way. But I'm going to tell you, I was super impressed. I think that they're absolutely, hey, Firebug, how you doing? Super good. Author, not my style of writing, but I'm going to tell you what, if you're just like looking for a good author, because I haven't written my book yet, so you guys can wait on that one, right? We're in the middle of writing it. The series that I was suggested is Starshot, right? Let me find out who this author is, because I paid less attention to the author's name than I should have. But I'm going to tell you what, this is super good. A.R. Knight. I'm going to let you know, so far, it's part of the Skyward novel series. Okay, super good ideas and concepts in that book. The level of detail in their writing is super detailed, honestly. And I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm at least halfway through Starshot, which is the first book in that series, and it was just suggested to me on Wednesday. So, like, obviously, it's good enough that I actually would have finished up listening to the whole thing, except here's the thing. I had to listen to people and do businessy type stuff. And it took my full attention, so I ended up having to pause it. But I'm going to let you know, so far, I'm like, holy crap, this guy's a good writer. And then YouTube suggested a video bit by them where it's like, hey, this dude has a video on writing. Would you like to watch it? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I would like to watch that. That sounds like a good idea. So then I watched their video on writing, and I'm going to let you know, holy crap. I was like, man, this is some solid writing. And so I'm much appreciated to that. Definitely in a different time period than we're going, though. But the concepts behind it are freaking just super good. And the relatability of their characters is pretty high, too. And I haven't even finished the thing, so you know what I mean? But so far, seems like we're coming together on a climatic type experience. I'm enjoying it. I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure kind of where they're going with things. But I'm willing to wait, find out if it's actually where they're going, or if I'm just making broad assumptions on somebody else's writing. You know. Hey, thank you very much, Fire Debug. I hope you're having an awesome day. Hope work's going well. But yeah, that book is freaking really good, actually, so far. Oh, come on. You gotta die, dude. But tomorrow we're gonna be knocking it out. Like, I have fresh, rejuvenated concepts going into my mind as we speak. In theory, tonight, after I get done with things, I'm going to be up way late because I have so much to do. So I might be a little bit tired tomorrow, but we'll fight through that. That's not that big a deal to be a little tired, right? I'm glad work's going good. I always hope everybody's stuff's going good for them. Hope you guys are all doing big things this year. You know, you should at least make sure you do at least one big thing every year in life. I mean, like, just because. You never know how long you actually are going to be here. And there's only so many opportunities to do something big, you know? I'm not sure what my big thing's going to be this year. Obviously, we're doing so much that I haven't decided, hey, this is my big thing for this year, but you know, whatever. I'm doing great, Chill Vibe. How you doing today? I hope amazing. Yeah, I'm doing super good. Ready to be dominating tomorrow. I'm gonna be after this weekend. Of course, we're gonna be on Planet Arcadia. I'll probably have to somewhere swing by, go to uh, Calypso, take care of a bunch of stuff, but you guys know how that is. Oh! Oh yeah, I'm ready to be dominating tomorrow. I'm dominating today already. Today's already been dominated. It doesn't even know it. Like, I'm gonna let today know it was dominated later on tonight when I go to sleep. But yeah, definitely it's gonna be dominated. So I'm excited because today, well, besides a lot's going on, a lot of my friends are doing freaking awesome. Like, just. And so that made me happy, of course. And then my daughter starts ballet classes. She'll have her first ballet class tonight, in which I'm super excited about that because she's super excited about that. I don't, honestly, guys, I don't watch ballet in my normal life. But her ballet teacher is super nice and super just personable. And my daughter's like super excited about ballerinaing, and so I'm gonna go watch ballet. Really, really like basic ballet, guys. Not like the Nutcracker or anything. We're gonna be on like class 1 for 5 and 6 year olds. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay, because you gotta start somewhere. If you're not willing to be bad for a minute in something, you'll likely never be good at it. You know what I'm saying? You've gotta eat pain to do well in life. And I'm not trying to be one of those negative type. Oh, I love the Black Swan movie. I mean, like, yeah, that's a good movie. I don't think that counts me as that. The Black Swan movie was super good though. I did watch that movie. It's a little risque. Um, yeah, but definitely an interesting movie. That's a super interesting movie, actually. What the one instructor says about seduction is true, though. You know that in that movie, it throws down some actual truths, which is always good. Yeah, you have to. Like, if you're not willing, like, when people are like, I'm not good at that, I quit, they will always just not be good at that. Like, it's just, great, you wrote it off to you'll not be good at that, and it's okay, but, like, and I'm not telling everybody, like, you have to pick everything you're not good at and become good at it, because that's ridiculous, too. Don't waste all your time on stuff, necessarily. Sometimes you do want to play to your strengths, but if you abandon everything that's tough, you never build up that whole, like, I don't know what it is. That whole swagger that you get from conquering tough stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so just being able to be like, nah, I overcame that, is super nice. I don't know if you guys have ever mountain climbed or something like that, but if you climb a good, hey, that was ridiculous, and I ended up, well, like, almost puking my guts out on this climb type thing, when you get to the top, you feel super good about yourself. I'm going to let you guys know there's a trail called Mount Garfield, and in one time I did eat a heavy breakfast before deciding I was going to go with friends to mountain climb it. And I'm going to let you know, um, I did get sick. In which, like, yeah, nobody wants to be halfway up a thing and, like, spraying stuff out their face, I can tell you that. Oh, yeah, it doesn't have to be a really big one. Like, legit, like, it's just enjoyable and you have a sense of accomplishment. Although, I am next year gonna knock out a big freaking mountain. Like a big one. Not like Mount McKinley or like Mount Kilimanjaro or Mount Everest, because those are huge. But like a 14 pluser. I think the one I'm gonna do next year is gonna be Mount Edmonton, um, or something like that. I thought about doing Mount Snaggletooth, but yeah, I don't have a bunch of technical mountain climbing skills or equipment, and so I have to stick to the ones where you don't need a bunch of gear. Oh, it's not Mount McKinley now? Wait. When did they change? Why did they change its name? Oh. Oh, well, I'm going to tell you what. A lot of them mean certain weird things. Um we changed some things too, and I can't remember which 14ers we changed. We have a bunch of 14ers here in Colorado, including two you can do within like an hour or less of each other, because like really you like run up one peak. Well, you don't run. You climb up one peak, and then you basically can just go down a straddle and up the next peak next to it. And so you can get two of our 14ers out of the way in just one day, which is a super big deal, to be honest, to some people. Oh, so a Swiss mountain. I would like to go to Switzerland and hike. I'd honestly just like to go to Switzerland, period. For some reason, I've always thought that the Swiss are very cool. I don't know why I think they're cool. I just decided in my head that they are, I guess. You know how you pick up a mental image of people? Oh, I know why I think they're cool. Because while I was going to college, at one point, I had a like a blonde-haired like Swiss girl that was super cute in one of my classes. She was super opinionated too. Let me just tell you guys that. Um, and I think she influenced my belief that the Swiss are all like, I don't know. Yeah. She was a super cute girl, but oh man, she literally argued with me on stuff that was for no reason. It was a business class, and this girl was ready to fight with me no matter what I said. I didn't even know if she actually disagreed with me. I just knew that she was ready to fight. Like, which I'm going to let you know, feisty girls, and I'm not like, hey, I want to fight with a girl all the time, but sometimes a feisty girl is like spice. You know what I'm saying? I know that that sounds weird, but like, they have a brain. You know what I mean? If it was just an airheaded girl that was some like ditzy headed blonde girl, I probably wouldn't have been like thinking she was so cute. But she was so ready to fight about everything. I mean, like, to an extreme. Where I was like, just like, I knew as soon as I had an opinion on something, she was gonna let me know that, she had an opinion too. In which, it was, oh, boom, we just got a little mini baby global right there. I'll take it. I'll take that. Yeah, that I don't know. She's my only example of Swiss girls, but I basically have based all of Switzerland off of that example. I had one of my professors, Dr. Taggart. He was the CEO of the Swiss Army Company, and he actually lived in Switzerland for a while. And he was super smart, but he was an American, just so you guys know. Uh, Super smart guy. In fact, super nice too. But he CEO'd a bunch of stuff before he was a professor. And so he was one of the professors that you knew actually knew what he was talking about. Like a lot of PhD people, they have no real world knowledge at all. They've been a professor their whole life and they've never actually ran a business. So I started coming up with this theory in the business department. And I know this is going to be mean, but I started to decide that if my business professor was both poor and did not run a business, that they probably shouldn't have been a professor of business because they never figured out how to get rich in their own life and they have never run a business. But there were a whole bunch of those, you know what I mean? That like they were neither rich or um, they had never ran a business. And I always thought to myself, how is this person that's obviously doesn't understand business or the stock market or anything else well enough to be rich, you know what I mean? And has not run a business, why are they, because they've read a bunch of books and wrote some papers, the person teaching the class? Like, legitimately, you would think that we'd have some kind of standard of, hey, have you been successful in what you're about to teach people to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had a teacher that was like, oh, I have a PhD in writing or literature, but I've never written a book, I would kind of wonder, why? Why would I trust them? I would rather have the person with zero PhD, right? That's like, nah, I've written 30 books, let me tell you how to do this, than the guy that's like, I got a PhD in the subject, but I've never actually done it. Like, and that seemed like a lot of university was like a bunch of professors that had never really done what they were teaching to any degree, but yet they had went to school about the subject for a really, really long time. And at one point, one of the professors, when I was like getting my bachelor's degree and stuff like that, they're like, you know, you could go to grad school and you could get your PhD, and you could just teach in the university. And I straight told them, I'm like, nah, I'm getting my business degree because I actually want to do business. I'm like, I don't want to be a teacher. Like, if I wanted to be a teacher, I would have went and got a teaching degree. It, for the most part, people that the university system is like that, though, you guys. And I mean, I don't actually agree with that. I mean, I agree with the saying that a lot of people that can't do are sitting there teaching instead of the people that are out there doing, because the people out there doing are doing it. They don't got time to teach you. Like, if you want to be taught by them, you get a hold of them and ask, hey, would you be considering mentoring somebody? In which, by the way, after I finished college, I got a hold of a bunch of people and I straight asked, I'm like, hey, I've been looking into you. I think you're freaking brilliant. Is there any way you would mentor me or be willing to like talk with me about what you do? And one of the first ones that I got is Niles. Can't remember his last name right now. I'd have to look him up. Super important person. He's over in England and was like a a lecturer on CEO stuff and a former CEO type guy himself. And no crap, he legit was like, nah, I have no problem visiting with you and helping you be successful. And legit, guy was brilliant. Now, I did have some professors that were smart as crap. Most of them didn't stay professors long, by the way. So one of my finance professors was a professor for 2 years while he was getting his stuff in order to open up well, basically a financial investment firm, like a hedge fund. And he was super smart. And then one of my law professors, he was kind of teaching because he didn't know if he wanted to what he wanted to do, and he was planning on retiring. And so he was kind of trying to see if he wanted to teach. And he only taught the 1 year that I was one of his students. And it turned out that he didn't actually want to teach at all. He didn't enjoy it. I agree. It. I don't know what they should do, but I think we do need to redo our education system, especially because we have the ability to test people to a degree that's better than we've ever had through simulations and stuff like that. They could see beyond the shadow of a doubt if you're qualified to do something by having you just run simulation after simulation to verify that you're able to do it. Um, but I don't honestly know what we should do. I mean, I'm going to just be honest. I do think that we should reform our system. But can I tell you the other thing? We need to not just put a bunch of emphasis, at least over here in the United States. I don't know about what you guys have going on everywhere else, but we've diminished the people that just do a trade, into which we don't have plumbers and other stuff. Like, yes, with augmented reality and AI stuff, they you could have people learning totally different than how we had it. And in all honesty, our whole school system should change. But legitimately, we've we've just destroyed our people that actually know how to do normal stuff in the United States. Like, we have all kinds of people with, and I'm not talking crap, but I kind of am talking a crap, right? We have all kinds of people with gender studies degrees and crap like that, right? And we don't have some guy that can just. We put more clout in some degree that, in my opinion, is junk than a guy that can actually do something. And so I don't know what happened with our society over here where we thought gender studies degrees were more important than a dude that can just plumb something. But I'm going to tell you, I find a plumber probably more valuable in my own reality than somebody that can study gender studies or some other crap that's just total junk for 8 years and thinks because they have a PhD in junk that they're more intelligent than no, 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 they're not psychologists. No, I mean, like, we literally have funny degrees that literally make no sense. I mean, like, we actually have gender studies degrees in which I don't even know what the crap they're studying. But no, we have psychiatry degrees and psychology degrees, both. And no, I'm talking like legitimately people go and they'll get a degree in gender studies. It's a real thing over here. You guys not have that? Please tell me you don't. I'm so proud of you if you don't. I'm gonna just tell you, it makes no sense some of the stuff and we'll pretend the person with the PhD in like some random crap is more valid and intelligent than the person that Oh, well, I get you on that part. But I'm gonna let you know we have a bunch of degrees that make no sense. Like legitimately, we have degrees that aren't about anything except something that was made up to make people feel a certain way in the modern thing. And I'm not talking about propaganda degrees and stuff like that, which I guess you could kind of consider them that. Yes, somebody could be like, well, I have a master's in fingerprint painting, and my society over here would give the guy with the master's in finger painting more clout than if I told you, hey, I'm a master electrician. The guy that's a master electrician is more valuable and is going to probably impact my freaking life a little bit more than the finger painting master. I mean, I could be wrong, but so far, somebody that's had most of the junk degrees that we are handing out, and we finance the people in these junk degrees and allow them to graduate vastly in debt, which is the other crazy part, because there's no like jobs for those degrees. We're just willing to like be like, nah, study what you want, blah blah blah. We'll finance you for it. And then these people graduate, and then they're like, hey, I want my student loans forgiven because there's no jobs in my random study that nobody asked me to do. And I'm all for people that want to study what they want to study what they want to study. But taking out financial burdens upon yourself to study something that's just nobody actually is asking for makes no sense. Oh yeah, we've done some weird things over here. I'm gonna let you guys know. I'm not a fan of it. I think that we totally disrespected the poor guy that's just a farmer. My grandpa was a farmer. He was a super smart guy. He didn't have some formal degree. One of the most successful farmers, though, I've ever known, like ranchers and stuff like that, had a degree in journalism that he never used, except to, like, because he was just interesting. There's a people shortage in the trades. Straight up. Especially over here. We don't have enough people that just do trades. And we disrespect guys that go into the trades. And we pretend that they're somehow less valuable. Which is crazy to me because without that, our society would not be moving. Like, we could not have a whole bunch of the stuff we have. And yet, we do need the guys that are just building buildings, putting in the plumbing, putting in electricity, and other random stuff way more than we need some of the stuff that we're like, oh, we really need this. I have no idea how we prioritize stuff, but it doesn't make sense. No, they're not, but I'm going to tell you what. The guys that are good at their trade make good money. Like, it's actually worth it to be in certain trades. That's why I've never understood why we like devalue these guys that are just learning a trade. They literally help our society keep moving. It shouldn't be considered lesser though, right? Because literally we always try to tell people that they're not defined and their value isn't defined by what they do as an occupation. And then our whole society devalues people based on what they do as an occupation. Yeah, a good plumber makes $80,000 a year and stuff like that. Easy. Yeah, you have to just. Yeah, I agree with you. I've never. Hey, Iverson, I hope you're also having a great day. I've never understood why we think that we need to push everybody to go get a degree that half the people don't want and nobody's asked them to actually get. You know what I'm saying? And then we take and we will literally kind of devalue the guy that literally knows how to actually do something. Not just the theory about, not just let's talk about something all the time. Um, I don't get it. We're headed to tabs right over here. But I'm going to tell you, my, I'll tell you straight up, one of the people I know that's doing super, woo, do you see the laser shootings? Down in there, guys getting it. One of the people that I know for a fact is doing super freaking well. Hey, Varpacruz. Man, I suck at people's names, guys. Sorry. Okay, so let me think of how to say this. Varpacruz, I think. Oh, yeah. I've met some super highly educated morons. I was in the university for a very long time, literally. And I'm going to tell you, oh, yeah, it was interesting. But I'll let you guys know, one of the people that I know that's richer than most of the people that I know have big fancy degrees dropped out of college straight up, and he buddy built a house with some buddies, then did it a couple more times, and then he bought an orchard, a peach orchard, you guys. And then he just like sold peaches and kept on doing a lot of stuff. So he is definitely younger than me and now owns like, I don't even know how many orchards, but he owns a lot of orchards. Let's just say that. He also owns an event center that they host weddings at. It was his latest purchase, which also has a winery attached to it and stuff like that. And he's sitting in the holy crap money. The one person I know that's about to sell their business, I was telling you guys at the beginning of the thing, they don't have a degree, but they'll be selling their business soon. My understanding and I didn't ask exacts, but it's in the millions, you guys. They're gonna be very wealthy over it, and that's why I'm kind of excited about them. Like you gotta be when you know that one of the people you know is about to be a millionaire. You gotta kind of get excited for them. I do expect them. I'm gonna let you know. I do expect that. They're gonna take me out to eat once they get their millions of dollars. I just suspect that. They usually take me out to eat a lot anyway, so we can visit about stuff. But I'm gonna let you know once they cash in a business, I feel we're going out to eat fancy. Just so you guys know. Super fancy out to eat. I won't be a millionaire, but I'm gonna let you know I'm always exciting when somebody else becomes very wealthy that I know. Because honestly, it's easier for you to become wealthy if the people around you are wealthy and supportive of you. Plus, you have all that, hey, I've got this network and here's one more person that's dominating. I always like that. I am really excited for them. I mean, it's going to be a freaking lot. I mean, I know I said million, but it's actually multi. I don't know how much money exactly, because I know that when they were in the early part of their negotiations, it was millions. And they're at the final part of the negotiations, which has taken months, by the way. I don't know where it's at right now, but it's at least going to be a couple, and probably a little bit more than that. I mean, you never know till it's done, though, but I'm super excited for them. Because it kind of sounded like it was about to be done. And so, I feel we're about to go out to eat. Plus, they're going to have nothing to do for the next few months. So that means I can get them to go hang out and stuff and go do stuff. Because they like to go do the same stuff as me. I like killing tabs. You guys, here's why I like the tabs. Watch this, you guys. I've already finished through them, and we're all the way back to 6.3 on the hey run back through. And so I'll eventually get through the run back through it. It'll take a long time, you guys, but I'm always excited about the tab hunting. Also, I've had really good luck on tabs. Oh, I agree. But I've done okay on them, and I just kill everything. But yeah, if you're just trying to equally get skills, you just pull youngs and kill them. Yeah, I'm super psyched for them. They'll go mountain hiking with me. So I feel my thing is I'm gonna be changing out my thing. My whatever this little fluffy thing is on my thing. I don't know what it's called, but fluffy mic thing. I have a whole bag of them. I don't know. This one's been on here a long time. Probably needs changed every little bit. But they'll go hike a mountain with me. So one time I was hiking with them, and I was hiking Mount Garfield. And holy crap. I actually hiked up to some glacier down by Gunnison, Colorado too, with them. A glacier lake in the middle of summer. And it was a super good hike. Not the steep level as Mount Garfield. Mount Garfield isn't even that long of a hike. It's just like freaking straight up. Yeah, no, the youngs are the best way to go for just getting a whole bunch of points. So Deepwater, he told me straight up a long time ago, he used to just he swanted through these lots of times. Honestly, he should be getting off for the week. He works all the way till Thursday. I know everybody's schedule, kind of. I stalk my friends, you guys. No, I'm just joking. I don't stalk them, but I do kind of know what's going on in their lives. A lot of stuff going on in a lot of people's lives, you guys. I was kind of not having some of my friends read our book until it's done, because I'm going to need their honest, unvarnished, hey, I need you to look over what we just wrote down and made up. I'm going to tell you guys, I have listened to some great... It's okay. I'm a stalker in the good way, where I like to just... well, I don't know if that's a real thing. They let me know their schedule. People let me know their schedule. I don't have to stalk them very hard. Although, a lot of the people I know have been playing a lot of weird games lately. I know that. Because you know how if you're on Steam, it'll let you know what your friends just started playing? I have to look up some of the games sometimes. I'm like, what the crap are they playing? And then it's like a game that I'm like, oh, WTF, what the heck? It's okay. Super excited for tomorrow. So we'll get through the world building, and we're going to get all the way to the storyline stuff. And I'm going to tell you guys, that AR Knight guy, I listened to his lectures, and he had a lecture on how to storyline out something that I'm going to tell you is probably going to be more of my style of gameplay. I mean, not gameplay, writing than what I was thinking. I was actually going to write a conventional storyline in which we don't know the story yet. So I was trying to figure out, well, how the heck are we going to write a conventional storyline? I don't actually know the story yet. You know what I'm saying? I know where it ends. I know where it starts. So it turns out that's that guy's system. That's all you have to know. We don't actually have to know what happens in between. We just have to get there, right? And so, well, we just, it's not going to have branching paths. It's just, I'm not committing to I know how it ends, because we're going to fill it through. Plus, I'm going to leave some of it up to randomness. Like, literally, I have dice here on purpose. I'm not trying to know how it ends right off the bat. I know how it ends, but I don't know who all makes it the whole way through the journey. You know what I'm saying, guys? I purposely am introducing extra characters so we have fodder in our story. Because we're not trying to keep everybody alive at all. In fact, we're not going to keep most of the people alive. That's like straight up. It wouldn't make sense in the world we created. We created a world with horrors and stuff in a intergalactic or intragalactic war in which there's dimensional invaders that have powers and a whole bunch of conflicting powers going on. You know what I'm saying? And so we're going to have to kill a bunch of people. Well, congrats on your skill boost. I don't feel everybody would make it. On top of that, we're not going to have a normal hero. And this book is going to be used to introduce several characters for a later book that I'm going to write, in which they're just passing through. So this book is going to be partially character development for later books / and to flesh out the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, by the end of this book, I'll fully know what the world is like, and I'll have had a chance to better character develop the actual characters for another book that literally I'll start working on immediately after. Probably not on stream, but you guys will have a great idea. Although, can I tell you, what I'm noticing is, and I'm not going to be mean about this, do you know how, I like psychological types. Oh, we're going to be in the mind of our character. So, I like writing from a internal psychology type perspective, right? Like, I'm not going to be as big as a spending 30 minutes describing every detail of what's being seen. I'm not a huge, overly descriptive person. I am going to describe stuff, and I'm even on the second or third draft, we're going to beef up the descriptions and stuff like that. We're going to do a little bit of show them, don't tell them style writing, where instead of me telling you stuff, I'm going to literally use I'm going to use a scene to show you the stuff. But in reality, I like the concept of Did we get too much stuff on us somehow? No. Why am I moving so slow? I forget which button it was to make the slow stuff in this game. But yeah, I like to be from an internal psychology type right. Yeah, I just found it. I accidentally had hit it and couldn't figure out why I had slowed down. And so overall, I'm just like, I'm super excited, you guys. gonna be fun. So we're not using a like a standard hero. Like, you know, a lot of people want some kind of hero that's perfect. We're definitely not gonna have somebody perfect. Okay, I'm not doing that. Our person is gonna be conflicted and flawed. I haven't even decided the flaws. We might actually roll up the flaws. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might just list a few different flaws, and then we roll a dice and find out what flaw he is. I was thinking about having them be a womanizer, but that's really an easy one. Um, you know what I'm saying? I do think that they're gonna have to have issues. I'm not. Nobody wants to read about Mr. Perfect having Mr. Perfect. Well, I guess some people do. Well, I'm not going to generalize what everybody else wants, but I don't enjoy the character that was just born with a golden spoon, has no hardships, has no complexity, has no depth, isn't overcoming anything at all. I don't care about that guy. That guy already has it. I don't need to write about him. Plus that person doesn't really exist. And definitely wouldn't exist in a post-apocalyptic world. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. We might make our guy addicted to freaking drugs. Like, hardcore future drugs, for all I know. I mean, they're going to overcome it, but probably after they get a bunch of people killed. Like, they're not going to be perfect. And in all honesty, I don't even know if you guys will be rooting for them at first. That's part of the fun, to see if we can make somebody that is an absolute complete mess. Yeah. Yeah, that is. And I'm not trying to write some kind of, hey, let me placate the masses with a Hallmark book. One day, if I want a bunch of money, I'll just skip out one of those under a fake name. We'll just make up a name. Maybe we'll do that we'll just prove the point of how easy it is to write a romance novel. We'll just like some girl and she's a mess, but then there's this guy and he's perfect, and despite how dumb she is and how many mistakes she makes, he keeps on putting up with it, and yet he loves her and he fixes her whole life, blah blah blah, the end. Small town setting. I feel that that's what most romance novels are. Is absolute ridiculous garbage. I mean, and that's not to be mean to everybody that loves Hallmark style books, but in all honesty, they don't make sense at all. Like, they're just sappy for no reason, and the guy puts up with some stuff that the guy, why would he do that? And of course, the guy's always overly perfect and overly obliging to everything. He never is like, you know what? You push things too far. And the girl never really has to do the chasing. It's always the guy chasing and being like, oh, you are my whole of everything. I feel we could write that just mockery style and have some kind of bestseller uh, romance novel. Yeah! Oh, yeah. Beauty and the Beast. I'm going to tell you what, though. You guys, I like that play. Like, straight up. You know, yeah. If you've ever been to, I don't know if any of you guys go to plays, but once in a while I'll go to a play, and there used to be a place that would put on Beauty and the Beast right before Christmas. And it was super, super enjoyable to go watch, actually. Like, I know that it's sappy, and I'm not trying to argue the, hey, Beauty and the Beast isn't that a little sappy? Yeah, super sappy. But I'm gonna let you know, super enjoyable. In fact, I wish the play hall in my town was still around. Can I tell you the problem with what happened? This is a sucky thing, by the way. The play hall in my town isn't around anymore because the guy that owned it with his wife, and he slept with one of the actresses or something like that, and so like now we don't have a play hall. I know you guys are upset at because they got a divorce, and of course if you ever do something dumb like something like that, the wife is always like nah, I want half the money and I'm not gonna, like, they basically sold their play hall, in which it was very, very sad. Oh yeah. So, can I tell you, there's a book series that has magic and stuff like that that my wife reads, and it's a little bit trashy sometimes. Where I'm like, whoa, yeah, that's shocking. It's okay. She loves the book series, but like, yeah, I have those. For sure I have those. I could get you them. Let me check exactly for sure if I have them, but yeah, I could get you those for this weekend. But yeah, so her character in this book is a victim of something called the Odor, which I don't know if that's a real word in somebody's language, but basically it means that you can't control yourself and basically you're wild is what it seemed like. Am I killing the wrong thing? Oh, that's the hole. Oh, okay. I am killing the wrong thing right here. We'll head back over here and get back to kill. Yeah, there's lycanthropes and stuff in it too. Well, I'm gonna tell you, my wife has a library of books. All of them are love story, what I consider para romance, where like it's a romance, but it's a romance between like vampires, werewolves, witches, and other crap like that always. And yes, they are super, super overly sexual themed. But I'm going to tell you, the overall writing of those people that write those is super good. But because they're so, so sexual, I would have to write it as a pin name because I would almost be embarrassed to have somebody know that I was writing such hotty-toddy type stuff. I'm a little prudy. I mean, like, I'm not actually prudy, but I like to pretend in reality that I like. I don't know. I'm not as. I would be a little embarrassed. And for no reason, because the writing style on a lot of those is excellent writing style, you guys. It just, I'm not personally comfortable enough writing like super, super gritty sex scene stuff and standing there next to it. Like, to me, in my mind, writing it is the same as exposing it. You just, in my mind, you expose yourself super big when you're writing anything. You know what I mean? It is porn for women. It's okay. Well, yeah. I'm gonna let you know. I've read parts of my wife's books, and literally I was like, oh my gosh, that is some wild, super wild, like to where you're like jaw dropped and you're like, whoa, this is a little risque. It's okay. It's well written risque, guys. Like super well written. I'll find out what her book series is so I can tell you guys about it tomorrow when we're writing. She has a whole library of books, and I don't want to try to go through her bookshelf of books and figure out which one it is. But I will tell you, holy crap, it is like next. Oh yeah, well no, and that's okay. But yes, that stuff is healthy. I don't consider that stuff unhealthy. I just am telling you guys the truth. That some of those books are super like, oh my gosh, I can't believe. You never know the stuff that's going on in those books, and then you're like, but yeah. So one of the books she was reading was crazy as crap because it was like liking people, and liking people were doing all kinds of stuff, and they were switching forms in their stuff, and I was like, whoa, I don't even know what the hell I'm reading here. This is freaking crazy. It was crazy too, by the way. But literally, yeah, some of the books I would not feel comfortable. But the writer literally of that book then dedicated it to her and her husband's girlfriend, in which I was like, oh, this is making much more sense at this point. This girl is pretty wild in her actual life. Super, super interesting book though, and her writing was absolutely next level. Like the skill level of her writing was super high. It just shocked me because the level of oh my gosh risque, and the level of like basically the main character in this book has to bond with all kinds of people to get their powers, and once she's bonded with somebody she's capable of using those powers, and I'm going to let you know she has gained a lot of powers. Lots of powers. In which you're just like, holy crap. And like, yeah. But it's definitely one of those dominatrix almost type books, but in the parallel universe of a paranormal style romance. Para-romance. I'm going to tell you what. That seems to be the genre that is you can get away with whatever you want in para-romance. Like crazy stuff. You can have people having ghost stuff going on. You can have them doing things in lycanthrope form. You can have them doing vampire-y blood stuff. I mean, whatever you want to write. If it's exotic, you're allowed to do it. Oh, I don't have Netflix, but I do believe that those are probably super popular. Like, straight up. Some of them are well written, better written than some of the stuff that people know about, because they're like more willing to talk about it. But I'm pretty sure my wife would be mad that I was telling everybody about her stories, but not that mad. So yeah, para-romance novels, you guys are crazy. That seems to be the funner romance, non-generic, nobody has to be perfect. Except, I'll let you know, a lot of the dudes in para-romance books are wusses. Like, just an absolute wuss. She was reading one where the girl kept on literally getting the dude that was trying to save her killed again and again and again. And I was thinking to myself, WTF, this guy's super patient with this girl. Because he's got himself killed like 80 freaking times trying. I mean, maybe not 80, but she. A wuss? Oh. Um. Not very manly, not very assertive, not very, like. Not the hero. You know what I'm saying? Like more of a person that would need saved than able to save is a wuss. I forget that there's all kinds of words that not everybody uses. But that's what I mean in a wuss. I mean like WTF, why would this dude be a hero? And in all honesty, there's been a couple good ones where I'm like, oh, this makes sense. She had one book where there was a guy named the Baron, in which the Baron was absolutely not a wuss and was not placating the girl. And I'm going to tell you what, I literally do think that that is more what women like, is more of the guy that is, hey, I know who I am and I'm not going to placate you. But a lot of books like to make super passive dudes that are kind of able to be dominated easy. And nobody really wants to read about some dude that is not really his own man. Or at least I think it's weird when you're reading about some guy that's kind of like not his own man. She doesn't read a lot of wussy wuss books where they're like just a total wuss. Hold on. I was making sure that wasn't... Try to see who all everybody is. Yes! That's the kind of romance we would do. Is we would do a dude that has to be tamed. We wouldn't be having some guy that was just, hey, I'm already whipped and I haven't even been talked to. Like that just to me, yeah, no. But we pin name it or some crap. I wouldn't put out a romance book under my actual name. I'd be embarrassed. My friends would tease me too much. They'd be like, "Did you just write a romance book?" And I'd be like, "I don't know. Is it under my name?" No. I know that that's where the money is, you guys. Can I tell you what else I found out? Do you know that YouTube doesn't pay equally because the kind of ads that they can shove in everything, right? For different content, you get paid different amounts. Can I tell you our book writing is getting paid even better than my, hey, I dyed my hair? I know that sounds crazy, you guys, but flat out, it looks like they would rather me write books live than play video games or dye my hair. Who would have known? Like per view, I'm getting paid more off of the what we're doing with that write book stuff than anything else I'm doing. I get more views based on the hey, I'm dyeing my hair stuff. Like that's one of my top videos right now, right? But pay wise, it seems like that, hey, we're writing a book. I don't know why. They're paying me much, much better than what I would have guessed. I didn't know that that was like a high pay type whatever. I don't know why that is, but it was a pleasant thing, right, to find out. I was not disappointed. Crazy how you never know about that stuff until all of a sudden. And so now I'm like, whoa, who would have known that writing a book was going to be like a more, hey, we'd rather you do that. I'm going to go grab this. This is like the... Oh! I didn't know why that was. I just knew that they literally are per view, it's actually paying more than the other stuff, in which cracked me up. I'm like, whoa. It's paying better. So no crap. The writing other stuff right now per view is my highest paid genre. And normally cosmetics is one of the highest paid genres you can do, so hair dye and stuff like that. And so I have a hair dye video that literally gets tons of views, like at least 60 views per day, every day. And it literally, um, it writing is getting paid more per view than the hair dye video that I have. In fact, with it getting less views, um, it literally gets it's weird. It gets more pay with less views by far than I would have thought. Like it literally is almost matching my hair dye video, and it for sure does not get as many views as my hair dye video yet. So by the time we're done with this series on book writing and write another book, literally I don't know what my YouTube channel will be at. It'll be at more money though. But it seems like YouTube would like you to write books. No, I agree. And so the people that are watching the ads, yeah, so that's what I tell people all the time. At the end of the day, YouTube is an advertising company. And so the reason that they're paying you to do videos isn't because they give a crap about your videos. It's because that video, they know who, in some cases, to show that to. So general content gets paid the least amount because they don't know what to advertise to just generic stuff, right? If it's commercial, then all of a sudden it's worth more because like if I'm putting out cooking videos with an air fryer, they know to advertise air fryers to that person or blah blah blah. If I'm putting out writing books, they know that the people that are writing stuff, they know that the people are interested in sci-fi or writing. And so the more work your video does to narrow who they have to show whatever it is to make that successful advertising shelf, the better you are off. And so all of the videos you put out on YouTube are just a shelf for them to put advertising on. And so literally, yeah, 100%. They don't give a crap actually about your video. They give a crap about if your video is a natural fit for an advertiser of some kind. And so, like, if you're playing games that don't advertise a bunch and stuff like that, or aren't a popular genre, they're not worth a lot of money. Um, if you're playing something that is a new release, for the little second that it's a new release, you get paid well. So, like, when Diablo 4 just came out, for a second, I was getting tons of views, and the amount of pay per view was, oh, I get way more from YouTube than Twitch, like a considerable amount. And so, um, it just is what it is. Yeah, Twitch, I do. Um, but really, in all honesty, you guys, they're not comparable. I I receive more money on YouTube, and I will have that money forever as long as I put in at least one video every like 90 days. And it could be any kind of video at all. All the videos that I put in, which is 1,000 something videos, I'll get paid for forever. On Twitch, I have to keep putting out videos to keep getting paid. And so, not only is YouTube higher pay, but it literally is um, for me, and that's because of the amount of videos and stuff. Plus, are you guys gonna watch a hair dye video? No, you know what I mean. But I have hair dye videos on YouTube, and they get tons of views. And so, like, and they'll always get views. Like, always get views. But yeah, for sure, it is a totally different amount of viewership, comparably. Like, massively different. And so, now, yeah. So, I'll link one. I'll have to check real quick and see. it's kind of funny. I just show people how to dye their hair without staining their face. I'll show you what I'm talking about real quick. Okay, so right here, I'm about to make it where you guys can see my stuff. Oh wait, that's the wrong button. I'm always clicking the wrong button. Display capture, display capture. Ooh, display capture. Okay, so you guys should be able to see this stuff in 1 second. Hi, hold on 1 second. I'll grab you your stuff. So if you guys can see, this is last 48 hours. You see that this one right here is just me dyeing my hair, and it has thousands of views. It literally gets about 50 per 48 hours no matter what. This one on weekends and going into a holidays, it surges and actually goes up more. Then this writing a book that we put out just the other day, literally with it just only having 55 views, has actually earned as much in the last 48 hours as this one almost. Like literally they're neck and neck earnings wise. This one doesn't do as well, but literally with the amount of videos I have, it means that we have stuff being viewed all the time. See, this is an air fryer video. It was easy to do. It has thousands of videos. It only gets a couple views per day, but it gets views every day. Um, we have that Harvard course that we finished last week is still getting views. It'll get views into forever. This is still like you see how I mean? So, hair dye videos are super popular, and that allows brand new people to see our channel that have never seen this channel. Yes, I'll keep getting those in the long term. I dyed my hair a long time ago, you guys. And so, hold on, let me double check. I'm making sure I'm doing everything correctly. You needed to borrow some blueprints. Let me find these babies. Dun, dun, dun. Open book. What ones was it? You wanted the. Let me look. Um, which ones did you want to borrow? I forgot which one it was. We've talked about so much random stuff. Kafish and Malcott. Let me find these. There's the Malcott. Let me pop this out. Grab you that. And the Kafish. Oh, wait. Let me see. Oh, it's with a K. Am I not seeing this? I don't have the codfish one in there. Hold on 1 second. Oh, well, that's the wrong planet. Um, oh, yeah, I do. I have the codfish. Okay, boom, boom. Loan you these real quick. Yeah, I tease people. I teased my friends about like if I could get away with it, I would just dye my hair every day, except I would lose my hair eventually. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lose my hair. And so, but if I wanted to just make the maximum amount of money on this game, we would just. Oh, I'm trading with the wrong person. I'm sorry. Thank you for Snow Angel. Where are you at? I'm a mess today, you guys. I'm trading with the wrong person. Let's go in here and collect these. But if I wanted to just make a maximum amount of money, I would just dye my hair every other day until I had like a ton of hey, I dyed my hair videos. Oh, look at this guy's fancy. And that would be like the most money. Except now I know that we make good money off of, hey, we are writing a book, in which that's super super exciting, right? So we just got a ton of skills right there. No, I don't want to. So I probably do need coffee, but here's what I'm doing is I'm drinking water in the afternoon so I can pretend to be healthy, you guys. I'm not saying I'm not healthy, but I'm ooh, let's heal this dude. This guy's having it rough. Boom. Oh, did we just kill him in one shot? Yeah, we did. Okay, I'm going to fly back out there and we're going to talk to this guy and turn in our tags. I don't even know what this tag mission is. I just grabbed it. So I do have that. And I'm going to check if Sandra Sweetie is on too. Coffee does have water in it. You know what? I tell the waitress that when they ask me if I want water with my margarita, I'm like, nah, the margarita has enough water in it. It has ice. And they always think I'm just wild, but. I swear we just did this mission. Where would these tags be? We did grab a bunch of tags. Dun, dun, dun. Guys, where are my tags? Hmm. Do you guys feel that we should know where these are? This is interesting. I'm kind of confused on where our tags would be. Where do tags go to in your story? By the ped? Oh, thank you for knowing. Oh, we got 50 pecking universal ammo. We'd have to watch that if we were using that. That's a weird place to put that. Just super weird. Woo. Let's go like that. This month, I didn't get paid as much as normal, which is kind of. But now that I have that stuff going in with the book, I expect my pay to go up again. And so I'm super excited about that part. That that writing book stuff is kind of shocking that it's I didn't think of it as a hey, that would be a high paying one. Do you know one of the ones that's listed as one of the highest paying ones though that you could do, but you don't get a bunch of views? Is if you're some kind of expert on medical type equipment, then you can do like, medical equipment reviews. I'm not an expert on medical equipment, but people that are, they get to do medical equipment reviews, and of course they know who's watching that, right? They know you're a doctor or a medical purchasing person, and so the value you have is super super high. Hold on. I like to tell people nice stuff. But yeah, I'm not about to become a medical expert so I can do videos on medical devices, though, guys. That doesn't sound fun at all. It sounds actually horrible. Okay, so this weekend I'm gonna be on. I will be on though, like, ooh, this is the wrong thing. I will be on. Oh, I'm sorry, I got distracted reading you guys' stuff. I'll be on basically doing the event. I'll try to hook everybody up with anything they need. Reading everybody's stuff. You guys are wild. Real quick, I'm gonna find somebody that we can raid over to. I told Green Toker I'd raid over to him if he's actually doing stuff, so I'm gonna check him real quick. I don't know if he's back doing stuff. He might be, guys. He's doing crafting. So I'm not gonna raid over to a crafting run, but what we'll do is we'll find somebody that's doing normal, and when he is, um, I will have him by this weekend for sure. I'm planning on meeting up with Jasper in game this weekend, and so that shouldn't be bad. Lauren Spade is on. Holy crap! I haven't seen him on for a second. Let's raid over to him. He's absolutely pleasant sometimes. Sometimes he's a bit feisty, you guys. You know that. But 100%. Okay, you guys, raiding over. I hope you guys have a great day. Peace, very best wishes, and you guys stay epic.